Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back, y'all. My name is Danielle, and this is my spiritual journey. Okay, so today I want to talk to y'all about writing prompts. So I use writing prompts, journaling prompts, whatever you want to call them. I use those, and I want to show you how um, the way that I use them may be a little bit more different than the way other people use writing prompts. So in general, like when I'm using writing prompts, I have a page. I have a page that is just nothing but writing prompts. And with that page, it started off maybe 15 writing prompts. This is for like day one. So it started off like 15 writing prompts. And then I did another 10 or 15 added to it. And then I just add and add and add and add to it. And so with me having all the prompts, what I do is I don't go in order. I will read through the prompts. And if something, like if you feel like you got stuck on something or it's just like, me, pick me. So then I'll pick that one. And so one of the writing prompts was, if you could swap places with anyone, past, present, or future, who would it be and why? Again, if you could swap places with anyone, past, present, or future, who would it be and why? So this is including anybody who is dead, anyone who's alive right now, anyone who may be yet to come, right? Who would it be and why would you pick that person? And so I want to just give you an example, guys. So let's just say that you have that writing prompt, and this is a time when you are like undivided attention. Remember, if I'm looking up, if I'm looking off, y'all, it's just me tapping in, right? And so it's not me like zoning out, it's me tapping in actually. And so let's say that you are picking a person and your person is someone that you're looking forward to swapping places with, sorry, it's swapping places with that person for a day. Who would it be and why? So it's for a day. So if you're looking to swap places with someone who you feel is, oh my goodness, like this person is like ultra financially stable, right? Like they're a multimillionaire, multi-billionaire, whatever the case is, but you want to swap places with that person because of their status when it comes to money. They are financially well off, right? They're financially set for life and can probably set some other people for life and wouldn't even miss the money that they have given to the other people, like that kind of money, right? And so while there are some people who may take that prompt and pick the person and say why they want to be that person for a day, who that person is, and what they may glean from them. Like you may get information on how to do investing, what is the best route, the least risk, how did you start off, what was your real financial situation, how do you feel I would be able to get from where I am to where you are, or even half of where you are. Those are some of the questions that may pop up, right? Someone like me, if I take that same prompt and it's like, who could I swap places with, and blah 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 for a day, and why, and you are picking that person because of money, then I would want to know, why do you feel that you need to tap into that person for money? Now, stay with me a little bit longer. So what I would have you do is, let's look at money, because you're tapping into this person only for their money, or there's something that's sticking out that's like, oh, I'm going to go and defer to this person, because I feel like they are better than me in this area. So it's like, why is that? So instead of you having a whole conversation with that person, let's just get to the real issue, the main underlying, not the root, but the underlying issue for you is money. That's why you picked your person. So now I'd say something like, okay, let's have a conversation with money, right? And so when you're having a conversation with money, it's going to be something like, okay, so if you're having this conversation with money, then you may say something like, hey, so I'm just trying to figure out how I can get more of you. Wait, more of me? Like, I already see how I am in your life. And first of all, you don't even appreciate me. Like, I see you, you be sitting there holding on to all the little pennies and everything. Like, we don't want to be held on to. We are energy. Yes, energy. Money is energy. We are energy, and you sitting there holding on to us, and you can't do that. We need to be flowing freely and, just let the conversation go and let it flow. And you'll start seeing where some of your issues are, right? And so let's say that you're seeing that, oh my goodness, I really do hold on to my money like super tight. Like, how does that affect energy? Because energy likes to flow in, come in, out, like circulate, right? And you're not doing that with your money. You are holding it up. And when you hold on to your money, that is like a feeling of lack, right? So you are feeding into a feeling slash energy of lack in that if I spend this money, then I don't feel like I'm going to get any more, right? And if you're feeling like you're not going to get any more, oh my goodness, we're going back to, first of all, our confidence, our intention, and all those things. And that's the energy that you are putting out. And when you put that energy out, oh my goodness, guys, that's the energy that you are putting out. And that's what you're going to be calling in. Like, I kid you not. I know that I have said this before. I'm going to say it again. You are powerful. You are immensely powerful. Now, whether you acknowledge it or not, it's not my call, but I'm telling you that you are powerful. Let me do a completely different situation scenario, right? Let's say that you are someone that's been hurt time and time and time and time again, and you start to build a wall. And so this wall is to protect you from people being able to come in and hurt you, right? And so if you are building that wall to be able to protect people from protect yourself from people coming in to hurt you, that same wall that you have built to keep others from just coming in is that same wall you have to go through to get out. So when you're ready and you want people to come in and to help you or for you to get out and be seen, oh my goodness, there is a freaking wall that you have built. You have masterfully built this wall. So it's going to take you time to take and get that wall down. And you have to not only take the wall down, but understand all the reasonings you put that wall up. You did not have trust in the people outside of you. But why would you have to put trust in the people outside of you when you can literally trust yourself? Trust yourself to know that I'm getting a bad vibe. I'm not feeling this person. The energy is whatever the case is, or whatever. You may feel that it is judging. I heavily embrace judging, guys. But if you feel that it's judging, get out of that Bible mentality thing where it says, judge not lest you be judged. Judge me, right? I mean, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. I was judged in the church. Judge me. Because at the end of the day, if I feel like you shady McGrady, or something, then I don't really want you around, right? I'm gonna hold you at an arm's length, whatever the case is, but there's just something that's not adding up about that, right? So why can't I trust myself and keep you out there? I don't have to pull you in. And because I trust myself and all the subtleties that come to me about you, anybody else, anything. It's not just for people, but it's things, it's decisions, it's all of it. Like if I trust myself enough, I don't need that wall. I don't need that wall to keep you out because I trust myself. I trust on in the abilities that I have developed to be able to help me to spy with my little eye what you are up to. Even if I don't know your intention, I can feel your energy and we are not a match, right? And so that's an example for you to see, how you can build that wall, how you're powerful, whether you acknowledge it or not. You have that power. You are using that power, and that power is working for you. You may, going back to the money situation, you may wish that you could change that situation scenario, right? So let's say that again, you're having a conversation with money and it's just like, you're squeezing me, you're holding on to me too tight, and I can't breathe. And I like to be let go and be free and all the things. And I see in your house, you holding on to every penny you got. Just let it go, let it be free. And so when you take and you see that, then it's just like, excuse me, I can't let it go. I can't let it be free because in the past, if I let it go and let it be free, like it doesn't come back to me in the same way. Okay, well, now let's look at the abundance around you and let's also look at your mindset, right? And so as we are looking at your mindset, how many times have you said, oh, I can't afford that right now? Ah, man, it costs too much money. All the things. How many times have you said that? And money is literally sitting right there hanging out because it's just another form of energy sitting there hanging out. Okay, well, so she has us right now. She has us right now. She get it. Okay, let me stop. She has us right now, but they're not letting us go. They are literally speaking that they can't afford it. They don't have it right now, whatever the case is, even though they do have it, right? But since they say that they don't have it, then let's let it be so because that's how powerful you are. And I always am like, watch your mouth, it's just that's how powerful you are. You are manifesting all the time. And so if you feel that you don't have, and again, you're putting your confidence in that too. You're putting your confidence and your intention. Sometimes you can get to where you are so natural at it and when I say so natural, then it's like, I can't afford it. I ain't got it. I'm broke. Whatever the case is, it's just so natural that it's just a part of who you are. Like it is literally a part of who you are. And so that is what you are. You are a walking, talking, I ain't got it. I'm broke. I can't afford it. Right. Even though you may really want it. And so then it's like, okay, but I do want this money to come back to me. Like I do want it to be multiplied, but you got all those layers that you have up that it's just like, I ain't got it, I'm broke, I'm poor, like all those things, right? And so then it's like you want to go outside and then tap into somebody else and swap places with somebody else who has the money to be like, okay, so what do I need to do? Bruh, you need to change the way you're thinking right now. Change that energy, change all those layers that you have on yourself. And so, it's just, again, that's an example. That's an example of me a writing prompt and how I'm not just going to, if you could swap places with anybody, past, present, and future for a day, who would it be and why? I'm not just going to answer that question. I'm going to see, like, who is this person that comes to mind and why would I swap places with that person? Like, what does that person have that I don't? Now, actually, when I did, so again, that is a real prompt, and that is one that I picked out. And I was just like, who would I pick? Past, present, future, to be with them for a day, swap places with them for a day, who would it be and why? The actual person that I picked was my actual self. It was myself. It was a future version of me and my highest self. So the vibration that is radiating the highest, and I switched places with that person, and this is going somewhere, guys. And every time I call in to see my highest self. Now, I will have conversations with her, but I don't always call her in to see her. But every time I see her, she is nothing but emitting calmness, grace, power, like all of these things, wisdom beyond. But then she has long hair and she's always in a certain type of attire. And so, fast forward a little bit, my daughter is was going through her closet and she's just like, okay, all these things I need to get rid of them because it's not anything that I'm using. And she's like, if I'm not using it, I don't want it in my house because it's taking up space. When it takes up space, it's taking up energy. And when it takes up energy that you are no longer using, what does it do? Why? And so it's just like, I'm going to get rid of these things and, allow for space for things to be in my home that I'm actively going to be using. That way, when I open up my closet or go into this space or whatever, these are all things that I'm actively using. It's not things that no longer serve me. So she is doing it in the sense of material things. So it does with energy, but she's also doing it with material things. And while she's doing that, she was like, I got some bundles of hair. Mommy, can I do your hair? And I was just like, so and she knows I've never had those what is it called? The extensions, the hair added to my hair to be like braids and things like that. And so I was just like, yeah, cool, whatever, whatever. And so she's like, okay, cool, cool, cool. And as she is saying that, remember, so you not remember, but so I had previously had that prompt of if you could swap places with anyone for a day, past, present, future, who would it be and why? And I picked myself. And for whatever reason, there's always a reason, but for whatever reason, I didn't ask her a question. I didn't get to where I asked her a question. I literally looked at her for who she is, her physical appearance. And I saw her length of her hair. So my hair is, when you stretch it, it comes to one place. When it is just flowing free, it goes to whatever space and place it wants to be. Because it still does shrink throughout the day. So it can start at one length and then just continue to shrink until it gets to maybe here, maybe the shoulder is where it'll usually continue to shrink to. In the front, man, that can just shrink until it's just tired of shrinking, and then shrink some more. But the future me that I had jumped to, her hair was significantly longer. And again, that's not the first time that I've seen her with that hair. So when my daughter had asked the question, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is a time for me to see what it feels like to be her, which is me, with the longer hair. And so the intention, with that hair, again, I don't know anything about about this kind of hair. I have seen some videos on like my TikTok where somebody's mama had put like the fake hair in her hair. Like I guess people do it. I know people do it on a very regular basis, but I guess the hair had gotten in her eye and it caused her some kind of infection, like a blood infection. And so you're watching the daughter take care of her mother and everything. And then it's just like, people were commenting about how their scalp is always inflamed or itchy and all these things. And then there's this whole other group, because you can go down rabbit holes real quick. Whole other group was like, yeah, I wash the hair before I put it in my hair. So they're cleaning the hair, and then you start seeing videos of people cleaning like the fake hair and this nasty looking film that comes off of it. And it's like this ish right here is stuff that's causing infections, it's causing the scalp burning and all the things. And so it's just like you wash your hair before you put it into your hair. And so I was like, okay, well, that's something that I would definitely do. And I had let my daughter know about it, but she was just like, girl, I'm done with putting that in my hair. And so it was like, okay, yeah, yeah, that's right. She has locks, and she loves embracing her locks instead of, she's not at a place where she's going to add anything to cover up her locks. And so she's just like, yeah, I'm not going to be using the fake hair anymore. So that's where we are with I got some fake hair. I need to get rid of it. Can I do your hair? And so I'm like, okay, let me go back because I saw something about where people were washing hair. Let me figure out how to wash the hair. And so as they are doing theirs, then I'm like, okay, well, I could easily, do the hair where you wash it and stuff is, or just cleansing it, getting that nasty stuff is off. And I know me, y'all know I got OCD, so I might have to do a couple of rounds with it. And so that to me is a great time to put intention in because, okay, remember, I've seen myself several times, my highest self, my future self, and she has uh, significantly longer hair than what I have right now. And instead of me cutting my hair off when I was in Mexico, I cut my hair off in the very beginning of 2023. And so the hair that I have now is from the very beginning of 2023 through right now in 2024. And so my hair does kind of grow at a rapid rate. And so it's like, don't cut your hair anymore because I'm coming for that look that my higher future self has. And so I'm going for that look. And so, when she was just like, can I put the fake hair in your hair? While I don't know how to act and look and whatever with it, I'm going to be setting intention for the time I am cleaning that hair. I'm going to be putting in a lot of different intentions, y'all. The same energy and feeling that I get every single time I tap into my highest self. Those are the same intentions I'm going to be putting into that hair as I am cleansing it. Basically the things that no longer serve me, getting rid of it. That's going to be the same thing that I'm doing with that fake hair when you start off with the ACV, apple cider vinegar. And so then, as she is putting it into my hair, you know, um, me and my daughter, we are powerful individuals, but we are also amazing when we work together. So we have worked together to do things several times. I did a video one time, and I we had done a ritual together. She wanted a specific type of Tesla, and we did this ritual, and within a week, she ended up with that specific type of Tesla, color down to the color, right? And so it's just like, we love working with each other. We don't work together as often as we should, but when we do, definitely some stuff happens and moves. And so I'm just gonna let her know, hey, these are the intentions that, I want to go into this hair, and we'll just go from there. And just so that you know, so that it's a thing that's out there. In the past, when my daughter does do my hair, she does play in my hair, but it's just to play around with different designs and styles and things, but she still puts intention in my hair. Sometimes she lets me know up front. Other times she'll be like, oh yeah, I put X, Y, and Z in your hair. So and so, but it's my daughter, and I trust my daughter. And she and I have a lot of the same values. And so she may put in, abundance, love, and clarity into my hair as she is styling it. And so she's just like, if you ever feel a time where you need more clarity, you can just put your hand up and rub your hair or something like that. But I don't like to put my hands in my hair once my hair is already styled. And so, my thing is that I'll pull the intention of, because it's in my hair, it's a part of me. So I don't have to touch my hair for it to be, just things like that. And so yeah. But that's it. I definitely wanted to get you with intention. And so for me, it's not just a me thing that I'm going to be doing with my hair, but it's from the time that the hair is going to be being cleansed to, being put in my hair, however that's going to look. But I also know that that is going to help me um manifest and pull in the version of my highest self um, that I am. And so it's just like, okay, instead of it being me growing into that hair, like, let me see what this is. And that's going to be a different way for me to. I'm also nice. I like the visualization. Sorry, the sun is coming out more, which is making everything look weird. But it's also going to help with not just the intention and the confidence, but to have where I can feel the hair and see how it feels and all of those things. Now that's going to be something that I can add to my visualizations. And so everything is still in that alignment and working. And that's how, you can use your intentions. That's how I use a prompt. And a prompt can go from here all the way over here. So again, I showed you how a prompt can not only help you dig into, like, okay, so because I want to be this person who is all into money, clearly I have something that's going on with money. Let me tap in and personify money, the same way that you can personify, relationships, love. The person that you are calling in, let's say that you are single. I'm single. So let's just do it this example so it's not like me trying to do some far stretch. So, okay, I'm single, and let's say that I'm actively calling in my life partner, right? Instead of me trying to figure out who my life partner is and all those things, I could literally just take on the role of my life partner and have that conversation with my life partner and be like, okay, so where are you at? What's going on? Whatever the case is, whatever my conversation is going to be. And I guarantee you it can be something like, okay, so I know that, the highest version of you, or even a higher version of you, loves to go out, do things, get dressed, this, but you ain't doing it. Girl, how you expect me to find you if you're always in the house? You only come out to go shopping, and the places you go shopping are not the places I go shopping, that kind of thing. Or, you going to HEB, but blankety blank. You know how many people are in HEB? Girl, I need you to do something, and it's not to say that I'm gonna tell you this. It is not to say that no matter what I am doing, that I cannot be found. But It is to say, why do you hold yourself lower than who you actually want to be? Like, be in the role of who you truly desire to be. And who I truly desire to be is more outgoing. I used to be outgoing. Things happen. I stopped being outgoing. So it's get back to being outgoing, and just get back into who I am. And that way it's a two thing, because if I get back to being outgoing and doing all those things, and I'm cool with it, right? But if I wait for my life partner to find me, then what are the chances of me going out and being outgoing on my own versus waiting for this man to have me go out or me to suggest, but still only want to go out when he wants to go out? You see how draining that can be if, imagine that this man has his own life, which he better have his own life. Why am I not doing the things that I truly want to do that align with me? So, it's those kinds of things. Hey, I need you to do this, this, and this. My father did the same thing. My father, he had decided to go ahead and get married to someone else, and this was like right before he died. And so before he even married that last person, he was like, you need to live by yourself for a whole year, right? Because she hadn't. And my daddy was just like, I don't want you to go from living with, your mama now, or whatever the case is, your kids, living with other people to coming and being straight with me. Like, I got a life and I don't want you. He said it nicely, but the thing was, don't come from this place where there's always people around night and day. Someone's always in the house. To then you coming to me because I'm not gonna always be home. I got ish to do. I have a life. I'm set in my ways, and I need you to learn to be set in your ways. I need you to learn to have things that you like to do when you wake up in the morning, not necessarily greeting whoever is in the house, whether it's your kids or your parents, just to have that life. And so it was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay for you to be in an apartment complex by yourself. It's a one bedroom apartment, but I'm gonna pay for you to have this by yourself for a year so that you don't just go from being with your family to now being with me. Like, that's not gonna work for any of us. And so it was just like that kind of thing. And so that's the same thing if you move forward and you look at it. If you're calling in a relationship, are you doing the things that you would be doing? Are you actually living your life? Or are you waiting for someone to live your life with? Hope that makes sense, y'all, because it's there. The nuggets is there. So it's the same thing when it comes to everything. Like, personify the thing that you think that you are missing. Personify the thing that you wish you could have, and that'll give you the answers. But you really do need to give that undivided attention so that you can go down the various rabbit holes, and those will lead you to what some people may call limiting beliefs. But at the end of the day, it's energy that no longer serves you, but you still are wearing it like it is your skin. And that is why there are so many things that are on the outside that you wish you could let in. So until then, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, put in the comment section. But that is how I use prompts, y'all. Prompts can take me on a whole different thing. And I do recycle my prompts. Like, I think I might have 50 or 60 prompts. I'm not sure. But I do recycle them. If I decide that I want to come back to that prompt, next month or 2 weeks from now, if I could swap places with anyone for a day, past, present, or future, who would it be and why? And something else pops up. Okay, well, then that's something I need to get into. I need to dig in and see what's going on, but that again, that's something that helps instead of staying on the surface level of I would be blah, blah, blah because they got money and I would ask them this, this, and this, and whatever the case is. I mean, you can still get to it that way, but you're going to probably miss some things that are like a little bit deeper. That's just like, girl, what? We need to get rid of this because money don't like to be held on to like that. Like, yes, be responsible, but we ain't got to save all our pennies and watch your mouth, and when you do spend money, when you do have money, are you grateful for it? Because if money was a person, would you say thank you or would you not say thank you and just be like, yeah, you better have like all the things, like personify it and see what your results are. Hopefully, guys, this video brought you several nuggets brought to you by me. Okay, no, y'all saw me looking up the whole time, so I was getting information. But I'll chat with y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.